Hello, everyone, and welcome to the RedFlex. And for the 10th time, yes, 10th time this season, Man United have gone behind and not lost the game. 9 of those were wins, 1 of those were draws. Manchester United do not know how to lose at the moment, especially away from home. If we complete one more away fixture, which we have this season, without defeat, that's a whole season, Harris, of going undefeated. What do you think of that stat, Harris?
Yeah, it's an epic stat. I think it would be 26, records 27 held by Arsenal. So, I think that's just something to keep the players motivated. I think because you can see, it happens. You see it down the years, numerous times when there's nothing to play for. You see the draws come in. The odd defeat here and there, but I think there should be kind of like motivation enough to give them that boost to carry on the rest of the season. On that final game, which is Wolves away, to stay undefeated. Obviously, you want to try and get close to City as close as possible, points-wise, because you can say, look, right, we finished the season 6 points behind them. That's 2 wins, like where we're going to find those 2 wins from next year, and then you just kind of build on that. But, so far, so good.
Yeah, we're doing okay. We have, obviously, City need to find 2 points from somewhere to win the league. So they'll win the league regardless once they've got 2 points. But obviously, we don't want to gift it to them because that would be not the best. And obviously, I want United to get 80 points this season, which is realistic, because 80 points is nice. This is nice. Like, it's a nice number. Like, last year was 66. If we can get close to the 80 mark, I think that shows like a level of respectability. It shows that, yeah, you know what, they were worthy second, they were comfortable second, because we've been doing okay. But 66 points last year for third place, it doesn't sound great when you think about it, but 80 sounds good. We've guaranteed second place now because West Ham lost. So there's no way, regardless of what happens this season, we can finish outside top 4. We need 4 points from the last 3 games, is it? We got 3 games left?
4.
Okay, so I think we need 4 points to guarantee the second place, because Chelsea are 6 points behind us. Well, anyway, let's get to today's game. Yeah, let's get to today's game. We started how we usually start. Talk us through it.
Yeah, it's just like deja vu. You just keep on thinking that, right, this is the game. They've done it so many times that this is the game that they're not gonna do it to us again. They're gonna, even 0-0's fine, man. I'm happy with 0-0. Forget, what is this? Half time 1-0 down, 2-0 down. It's just, to be honest, I'm always confident now. Even no matter what game it is, 1-0 down half time, I'm thinking, yeah, so what? Doesn't matter. Whereas last year, previous seasons, and the different managers, think game over. I think there was a period with Mourinho when he thought,
yeah,
1-0 down. It was game over.
As soon as it was 1-0, it was like, yeah,
it was done. It's like, it's not the match you're going to get out of the game is a draw. So massive difference in kind of like mentality, and it's something that we need. This is the progress we need. You got to take it step by step. Obviously, next year, can you do it? I mean, obviously, win the title. There's a lot of factors involved, a bit of luck, etc., etc. But putting a serious challenge in next year, going deep in the Champions League, surely have to be kind of like top priorities, don't you?
It has to be. What did you think of the first goal? So Traore scores the first goal. There was a little
Lindelof's not good enough for me. Lindelof is not elite defender. Lindelof shouldn't be nowhere near this Man United 11. He's proven numerous times. I think this is not the first time he's done it. This is there's numerous games in the season where where he's 1-on-1. He got a muscle. Was it West Brom? But West Brom wasn't where he got a muscle.
In his defence, in this occasion, he's drawn him wide, thinking, he's not really going to do anything. And
no, he got turned, remember?
No, he got turned, but in the place that he got turned, literally the only place that Traore could have shot to score was where he did. Yeah. So there was a big element of fluke, I think. Not fluke, what technique, fluke. I mean, no one really can be that accurate and say, right, I want it in that exact, point of the goal, because that's the only place he could have scored. Anywhere else, it's wide, it's hitting the post, it's getting saved. So that's the only thing he's got in his defence for me, Lindelof, in the sense that, he got turned, he was a bit soft, but he probably back of his mind is thinking, what are you gonna do from here? What are you gonna do from here,
The
really?
point is, I get that 100%. But the point is, he had the chance to clear it. He didn't clear it. Why didn't he clear it? What was he doing? He's like putting like his little right leg on it, put a little touch on the ball. It was just disgusting for me. He should have either just, went to ground, cleared the ball completely, or been a bit stronger. I mean, then there was a phase of play later on in the game as well where there was a ball in behind. He was on the wrong side of the defender. He got bullied out, muscled. Luckily, they kind of fluffed it. But again, if it was against some sort of elite team, that could have cost us as well. I don't know. For me, he's not the answer. Is it because Maguire wasn't there? Maybe because he had to switch to the side. Halfway through the game, did that play a part? But I don't know. For me.
But in the first goal, if you just roll it back to the bit where you've got a problem with, what about McTominay and Fred getting absolutely pressed?
Yeah.
What about that?
Of course, you can. Yeah, you can. Again, I've said it. These two are absolute joke players. You can't have two of them in the same team. I've been saying this for months. You're not going to win a league.
Yeah, so if they hadn't lost the ball, then Lindelof wouldn't have been in that position anyway.
Of course.
For you to be pressed in the box, it's like it's a suicidal pass, or you're receiving the ball in a very dangerous area, and you don't really want to be doing that. So I put more of the blame on the midfielders for losing the ball in that place. Two of them literally next to each other losing the ball, getting pressed, losing the ball. So, and then obviously Lindelof done what he's done. But like I said, I can still find a little bit for that, in the sense that, look, it was a very lucky shot, in the sense that he wouldn't have scored it had it gone in even like an inch either way.
Yeah.
So
for me, the only point for me is if he got turned and the guy got a shot away and he scored, I probably wouldn't have a problem with it. The fact that he had the opportunity to clear it is my issue, and he didn't. He was incapable of doing that. That's the problem I've got with it.
I think he got put on the spot, basically. The balls, he's looking forward, thinking, right, two of my midfielders are there, and then he's probably not expecting the ball to come to him, which you wouldn't. In 99 times out of 100, you wouldn't even expect the ball to be coming to you, so you're probably in a different frame of mind. But yeah, mistakes were made, errors were made, like we always do. Calamity of errors. We gift the opposition the goal, but then here we go. Like Afifa says, what do you think Ollie's saying at half time? Because he does it every single time.
I think Shaw mentioned it after the game, didn't he? It's like, look, guys, we've been in this position numerous times.
Yeah.
I think this is, as you said, it's the 10th time. So, he's probably had the same conversation many, many times. I think what was the stat? I think they've gone in at half time losing more often than they've gone in at half time than winning. I think there's some sort of crazy stat like that, some sort of Premier League stat. So,
I can imagine.
I think, so, for whatever reason, I think even like, the pundits can't even put the finger on it. They think it's whether it's something to do with attitude, whether it's just individual errors, whether it's something else. But for whatever reason, if they are down at half time, I'm not worried. I think most United fans aren't probably worried watching the game, because as soon as they get one, they'll get two. If they get two, they'll get three.
So, the first one, to be fair, we started the half really well. We pressured them, we moved up the pitch, we closed them down. It was all United, and then we get what we normally get, as rival fans would say, a lovely penalty. So, was it a penalty?
Yeah,
was it not a penalty?
Yeah, of course it was. He went through the back of him, brought him down. If it was outside the box, it'd be a free kick, wouldn't it? Surely it'd be a free kick. So if it's a free kick outside the box,
the Villa manager was at the end of the game. He did have a problem. He's like, it's Sterling got a few kicks in the leg, and it's not a pen. And then Pogba gets one little kick in the back of the leg, and it is a pen. But at the end of the day, you got to forget the Sterling situation. You got to know that your guy has, he's touched Pogba. He's tried to challenge him from behind. He's kneed him. He's kicked him, or whatever he's done from behind. He's touched him. He's gone down. It's a penalty. All right. The consistency thing is a separate. That's a separate thing that you need to talk about.
Exactly.
That's a completely separate thing. But in this case, your guy has done the business. Yeah, he's done a pen. Shout out China Brown as well. He's saying there's 0 likes at the moment. Let's lift that. So that's nice of you to say. Thank you. So hopefully you're joining in. So if you haven't already, you can still like the stream halfway through. So if you're here, you're joining us, please like before you go, and consider subscribing as well, because we're here with all sorts of Man United content. But yeah, United got the penalty. Bruno, innit? Bruno.
He did what he does best.
Just Bruno, innit?
I mean, I'm always a bit, heart in your mouth, because I know he's missed one, and then you just think, surely, the law of averages.
The streak, yeah.
Surely,
the streak,
there's that law of averages, 21 and 20, whatever it is, that is 20 goals, 21 penalties. The law of averages is going to catch up to him. You just hope if he gets one in the final.
To be fair, there are people out there who have got phenomenal penalty records, like in their lifetime career ones. I'm pretty sure. So Letitia probably, I think he's only missed like 2 or 3 in the whole career. Had like 50. So there are people who have phenomenal penalty records. And to be fair, as a professional footballer, when you actually see a 12-yard spot on a pitch, it's not far away.
Yeah.
It's not far.
Yeah.
So really, you should be scoring.
You should be scoring that, yeah.
You should be scoring, because really close 12 yards, you think that, it's a big. It's not. It's really close to the goal.
No.
So you should be scoring. So yeah, Bruno does what he does. Gets me my points for my FPL team because he's my captain. Does his business. Then another hot streak player, Mason Greenwood. And to be fair, the type of goal that he scored this time, I've not seen him score before. Like, not the finish, it's the way he rolled the defender.
Yeah.
The way he just, he backed up onto him, used his body, and then just shifted across like that. For me, that was beautiful. Obviously, as a hold-up man in my heyday, as a target man in my heyday, I appreciate that. I appreciate that play.
Five-a-side hold-up man.
As a hold-up man in my heyday, I appreciated the physicality that he's in, and I'm sure that's something Cavani's told him, because it was Tyrone Mings, England defender. Whether you rate him or not, he's England defender. Tyrone Mings he got taken out. I don't rate him, but he got taken out of the game. He got taken out of the game with that movement, and then obviously with the finish. Body shape was probably to go to the opposite side, if I'm honest, but then he just dragged it quickly. Low skimming shot. Goalkeeper. Had it been my goalkeeper, I would expect him to save it. But
a little bit disappointed, yeah.
Yeah, I think I'd be a little bit disappointed, but it was a wonderful finish. It was lovely for me. And then the best goal of the game, Harris, for me. I don't know about you, but do you wanna go through that with us?
Mr. El Matador himself.
El Matador.
8 goals, 7 games. That's a stat.
Absolute phenomenal.
He's on fire. I think Ollie's doing a good job managing him. I think if you analyse his minutes, I think he had 70, 80 minutes against was it Roma?
Roma.
I don't think he played the full game yet, and he had 20 minutes today. So he's trying to make sure he gets something out of him every game. Because obviously, if he plays 90 minutes, he's more, he's probably unlikely to start another game. So he's managing that well. But yeah, it was a good piece of play. I think probably the best thing Rashford did all game. He was quite anonymous in the game for me. Had little moments, but nowhere near as potent as he can be. But it was a nice little move. Rashford does have that quality, that ability to cross it in from the right hand side, and he spotted the run, and Cavani did what he does best. He saw that Rashi had it, curled it in, made the run in front of the defender. Beautiful finish.
I think the thing is, I don't know whether there's 2 ways you can look at this. Yeah, it's either we were doing this before, we were playing these balls in before, and no one was running onto it, or we're actually now playing this because we know someone's going to be running onto it. Like, we got used to Cavani. I think it's probably took us about 6 months to get used to it, because he's always been making these runs. He's been making these runs. He's been doing this. To be fair, just to go off on a bit of a tangent, I think it's the same with Donny van de Beek. He makes a lot of runs, obviously not striker type runs, but like midfield darting runs, and we don't find him. And I think we need him to play a consistent run of games for us to start doing the same thing for him. But that's a different thing. We'll get to that another day. But yeah, the type of Like, you just know that you just put it in the box, or he's just there. He's always at the end of it. Like, he just knows where to be. Like, for me, obviously, like I said, target man in my heyday. For me, that was just wonderful. That was just like, it was like playing FIFA. It was like you're crossing it in, your guy runs in. The way he just headed it down with power, and it was side netting. He hit it like the accuracy, the power, everything about it for me was just something else. Yeah, it was just beautiful.
It
was just poetry.
I was loving it.
Yeah,
I was loving it.
Absolutely loving it. So and then so we've won 3-1. So Maguire, unfortunately, seems like he's got a knock. And to be fair, I don't probably see him playing now for the rest of the week at the very least. And I don't know. I've not read any reports, but if it's just
if it's twisted ankle, it's normally a couple of weeks. If it's twisted ankle, it's 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's 2-3 weeks. So I think he's
touch and go for the final.
Yeah, he's touch and go for the final. But then again, do you play him straight back from fitness? Do you play him in that sort of game straight away?
I mean,
if he comes back.
2.5 weeks isn't a massive amount of time to be out for. Yeah. So,
but then again, what if Bailly and Lindelof are ripping it up?
Can't see that, mate. Can't see that.
I don't know. You know, you don't know. You don't know. Yeah, I suppose he's the captain. If it's the final and he's fit, he's gonna play.
Yeah,
he's gonna play.
Yeah.
But like I said, now, but whether. Like, to be fair, Maguire would have probably been one of the guys that would have probably played all fixtures this week.
Yeah.
Now he's got an enforced change.
Yeah, but I'm glad. You know, I'm glad if he comes back. Which I'd love him to be back for the Liverpool game because we need someone who can play out from the back, and I don't think Lindelof's good enough. Obviously, Bailly and he's got like 2 left feet when it comes to passing. So difficult one, isn't it? I mean,
respecting Bailly there, you know.
No,
it's a bit of a disrespect, you know.
No, that's the truth.
That's a bit of a disrespect.
Unless anyone's gonna come out and like disagree, but yeah, he's not the best with the distribution. Let's put it that way. But
he's good on the ball, though. I think he's good on the ball. I disagree with 2 left feet. He can do a few moves. He can take a man on. He's got a few.
Yeah. But I just think in any sort of long ball of passing ability, 0.
Maybe, but on the ball. Actually, on the ball, I think he's good. But anyway, you were saying.
Yeah. So, I mean, if it means having to, him not playing until the final, then so be it. Because top 4's wrapped up. It would have been nice to stay undefeated in the next 2 games. It would have been nice to win both of them to put that kind of psychological pressure on City. Can't see us winning these next 2 games. I'll be absolutely intrigued to see what team he pulls out for the Leicester game, because that's the one that's the killer game, isn't it? That's the one that's in the way. He has to prioritize. He has to prioritize the Liverpool game, because I think the fans will probably get over losing against Leicester, but they won't accept losing to Liverpool no matter what.
Yeah, fair enough. See that? I've got someone who agrees with me. Great on the ball. Eric's got the sauce. Told you. He's told you. I told you, man. You're disrespecting Bailly, You're disrespecting the guy's got the tricks and the flicks, He's a 5-star skiller, man. Guy's a 5-star skiller.
Next game. Let's see.
He has to play next game. What do you mean? If he plays next game, he has to. It's 2 days away. Like Maguire's not. He's not fit. That's not. He's out. He's not getting.
Transebi.
That's out.
Might get a game. You never know.
Yeah, he might do now, but then that's a disrespect. You've just you've signed Bailly on a fresh contract, and first chance he gets to guarantee play, you don't even play him. Nah. That's a low blow, man. I'd be asking for extra talks then.
Listen, mate. He's been doing that with Donny van der Beek and been just absolutely disrespecting him week in week out.
But he's not just signed a fresh contract, innit? Like Bailly just literally signed a contract last week. And the first chance of Maguire's out and you don't play him, and you play Transebi instead. Nah.
Yeah.
That's just dirty, man. That's dirty.
Yeah, that'd be dirty.
It is Bailly, innit? You've given him a fresh deal. It's Bailly. It's fact. It's Bailly, regardless.
Yeah.
If you want to do Bailly Transebi, that's a different story. Yeah, but Bailly has to play. So the Villa this next game now. Sorry, not the Villa game. The Leicester game is horrible because 1 day rest.
Well, who's he going to play? Tellers and Brandon Williams didn't film. They didn't film with any confidence against Roma.
No.
So I've got no idea what he's going to do here. Is he going to play one team 1 half and then play another team second half? What is he going to do?
We still got 5 subs. It's 5 subs still thing? Is it still a thing?
3 Premier League, 23 in Premier
Is
League.
it 3 now? Yeah.
Yeah,
Then
it's always been 3.
nah,
Yeah.
you can't. Yeah,
You know what I
basically,
mean?
I think there
So
was something in the press conference that Solskjaer said that a lot of other teams in the top 4 are going to be upset with us
yeah, that's the way it is.
because of what we're going to have to do.
Mm,
So I think that pretty much means that the Leicester game's a write-off. Like, in the sense that he's going to rotate hard.
yeah.
And he's going to be like, yeah, whatever.
I
Whatever
think
happens.
I think one of what Aaron Wan-Bissaka sure will play. One of them will play. The other one won't. I think Matic will play.
Yeah,
Maybe
Matic can
McTominay.
play. Matic, why not Matic?
McTominay, because obviously, like, McTominay didn't play against Roma. I think he came on for the last 10 minutes, 10 odd minutes,
so
whatever it
yeah,
was.
so
So
he can probably
Matic,
just about
McTominay,
fresh enough, yeah.
James fit enough,
Donny,
I don't know.
Donny,
James back.
yeah, Donny.
Donny van de Beek should play.
Donny has
Donny van de
to,
Beek.
yeah.
Cavani didn't start, so Cavani will probably start. So, he's got options.
Ahmad, do you bring him in? If you're going for, or if you're doing it, you have to. I think if James is not
If James
fit,
is fit, yeah.
Mata, yeah, I suppose.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? Off the right or whatever you want to do with him. Yeah, could do something. You might as well. He's getting paid 160 grand a week, so you might as well just earn his money rather than doing his TikToks. He was on United TikTok today. He was standing at behind the goal, like near the corner flag, and he's kicked it with backspin, and then it's bounced and gone into the goal from behind the goal. So he's doing all these little tricks, and Tellez is there like kissing his feet and stuff. So funny. So now it's time to show that on the pitch now.
Yeah, so
Juan.
I
Because I think he's leaving at the end of the season because his contract's up. So nice little end for him if he can do something for us. I don't know whether you bring in. Do you go all out, like full change, 100%, or you just still on for the mix? Because really, you got is it Charlie McNeil or O'Neill? In the in the reserves, just like breaking records, breaking Mason Greenwood's goal record. Do you bring him in?
don't think he will. Yeah,
Ahmad, Shola, all of these players.
Ahmad's probably got more of a chance, but I think we've already mentioned Ahmad where there's potential where he can mix up a little bit. Anyway, so I think he'll probably will mix it up, and then he'll see 60 minutes again, 70 minutes.
Yeah.
If we're losing, he'll probably bring them on. If we're drawing, he'll probably stick with it and just take the draw, because I think, I'd rather stop Liverpool getting top 4 than Leicester getting top 4 for me.
And also, if you're going to lose, you might as well lose to Leicester, because if you lose to Liverpool, and then they're going to think, oh yeah, look, we gifted the title to City. So even they're like petty that. They'll be like, even though they got nothing to do with it, and we weren't going to win it anyway, they'll be like, oh yeah, you lost the league title because of us, sort of crap. You know how the Scousers are on it. But yeah, second place is pretty much solidified. Yeah, like I said, four points we need from the last 4 games. Is that what it was? You said 4 games left, isn't it? So yeah, we need that. We're 6 points ahead of Chelsea basically, so we need to get 6 points or whatever. Rest the starters for Leicester. Yes, agreed, and put the sword to them. Scousers, 100%. Like I said, the Leicester.
Yeah, that's what we said.
Leicester thing, neither here nor there. Leicester fighting for the top 4. So last season we snatched it from them. This season we're probably gifting it to them.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pretty much.
There's a caveat to this. You need to remember, Leicester, 5:30 Saturday, FA Cup final. They're probably going to rest a couple as well.
Okay. Yeah, there's that. Forgot about that.
But
it's a full week, really, isn't it? It's a full week, isn't it? Well, it's Tuesday game, isn't it? Yeah, Tuesday. Yeah. To be fair, you're right. I'd be resting.
He will rest a couple of people. Yeah, he's going to be rest because he'll be like, nah, I'm not getting.
Man United reserves versus Leicester reserves on Tuesday. Then full reserve.
Obviously, United have more changes, but I think Leicester will make 1 or 200%. Iheanacho, for me, I would have played Iheanacho in this game. I'd be like, nah, mate.
Yeah, his form's too good, isn't it?
Yeah.
You need to.
I'd rest him up.
Preserve him, yeah.
Evans is injured anyway.
I can see
Evans is injured, so he's fighting to be fit against Chelsea in the FA Cup final, so he won't be playing. So, and obviously, they just lost, they got smashed by Newcastle. So it's not all bad. Let's see what we can do.
This is what we can do. So we'll have to see anyway, because it's this game, isn't it? That's the one that's gonna
this
could
is
hurt our season.
Killer game, yeah.
Like I said, if these next 2 games, if we pick up injuries now, especially to someone key, our
like a Bruno or a Pogba.
Europa League is on the line. Now it's down to Ollie to take them out of the firing line, because there will be players like Bruno who will just say, "Nah, I'm playing," but for his own sake, he can't. Physically can't, because he needs to be wrapped in cotton wool. Pogba, Bruno, Cavani, do whatever you can to preserve them, because
them three, 100%.
If we are winning the Europa League, sure, yes, I agree, sure as well in that bracket, we need those players wrapped in cotton wool.
Yeah, 100%.
Because they are going to be the make or break for us. They're going to decide whether we win this Europa League or not. Because if you know what I mean, if Pogba, Bruno turn up, it's game over for any team. Any team.
That's it.
It's game over. Especially
they just need like a 20-minute spell in any game.
Yeah, 20 minutes spell,
to win it.
3-4 chances. Yeah. Cavani, and Greenwood get at the end of him. It's game finished.
Game over. Yeah.
So this is what. So. Yeah, like the last commenter said. Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name, so that's why I've not been it. But we need to, protect them for Leicester.
Yeah. I mean,
against
I know exactly. I know everybody's saying, we've got top four anyway. So the final, the Europa doesn't probably has that much significance. But there's 2 points there. Obviously, it's the first trophy in Raleigh, first trophy for a lot of these players. And point number 2, will actually be top seed in the Champions League, which will make a massive difference.
Yeah, pot
one. Think about
100%.
And you think about it, it cost us last year. The fact that we were in pot 2, we ended up getting 3. 2 of the really good teams got PSG and Leipzig, and that cost us. That cost us.
It did.
If we're in pot 1, that wouldn't happen. So
no, to be fair, I suppose. Yeah, I agree. Bruno was a little weak first half today. The guy needs a rest. Yeah, he needs.
Yeah, he does.
For sure. He needs a rest for sure. So whether you just want to bring him on for 20 minutes, that's fine. I'm all right with that. Yeah. Bring him on for 20 minutes, let him have a little run around. But it has to be this game. It's just too important. It's too important now. This title now is too important, especially with the fact that top four's pretty much sealed. But anyway, we'll talk about the game in more detail, obviously, and we'll be back at the end of the game. So if it's the first time you're joining us, thank you. This is the RedFlex, the one and only channel in the whole world, presented by 4 Manchester United supporting brothers who all live in Manchester. And we bring you post-match, pre-match, as usual, and any other thing that happens. We were live at both the protests, and we'll be live again if there is another
videos
one. There's rumours, if you haven't already, I think there's going to be another one Liverpool game on Thursday, so we'll be there again. Probably pop down on Tuesday as well, just for a nice outdoor shoot if the weather's good. So if that's your sort of thing, consider subscribing. We're also on Instagram and on Twitter. But for now, that's everything. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time, and goodbye.